Hey guys, I'm Janton Occasion, and today... Orks. Orks. There's orks. How many orks? Impossible to know. Yeah, let's fight things. So, yeah, we need to take these 3 victory hexes. I can do that. We got lots of boys, which is very fun. So is it going to tell me what the Dozer Blade does yet? Because I feel like it can probably move over terrain without penalty. You know, but hard to tell. Hard to tell. Okay, we need to figure out where we're going. So they haven't reached that yet, you see. So it's, you know, a problem. Alright, let's get you up here too. We're going to move all of our artillery nice and far in. Alright, we're going to make sure we've got tanks in the front. Everywhere. And I think that'll have to do. We're going to go for this first, you see. Killer cans. Alright, these guys. Let's see, they got... whoops. Okay, so they've got Scorchers and Crushers, which both count as melee weapons, so they need to be right next to us. So we can blast them from quite a distance. What's your range? The autocannons 1 to 3. We can blast them from here, but not for very much. You are 1 to 4, but I would like the heavy bolters to be shooting too. Let's move up a little further. Still can't quite get it, which is... Oh no, that did get it, even though the preview said it wasn't going to happen. That's the damage preview for you. We've been here before. Let's move you to there. Get you stuck in over this way. So we got 15 turns. So we can be a little slow. Alright, we can be a little... Hey, maybe not slow. Maybe slow isn't the word. We can be very deliberate. There we go. We're very deliberate in our movement. So, can get them in straight away. Unit report settlement deserted. Okay. That. I don't know. Fine, I guess. Hello there. Oh, Gretchen, huh? Alright, let's just slaughter a bunch of these. They have 50 strength. There's just so many of them. Nice. So you aren't indirect. You don't have indirect fire. Okay, so these don't seem to be as good as the Lehman Russ Punishers, so perhaps I should have just got more Punishers. But then these are good at shooting, you know, aerial targets, so maybe that's the thing to think about. Get you in these trees. Get you lot over there. And I think that'll have to do. I'm sure there's more stuff that comes this way. More stuff coming from this way. Thought so. Alright, so it's us again. These are shooter boys. These are shooter boys. They got a bit of range. Nothing major. God, they're all shooter boys, huh? Cheeky sods. Right, that's... I can do big damage to them. From a pretty good range. Should probably soften them up with you, though. Yeah, and then we'll take very little damage. So that's a very good trade all of a sudden. And I can do the same thing with... Oh, actually, we could lose quite a lot of health there, couldn't we? Wow. And that's going to block some line of sight to make it more difficult to do damage back. Problem. The problem. Alright, let's blast with you lot first. And then you can shoot and you shouldn't take them. We actually lost one there. Damage preview is... crap. Lost one there too. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, we can do so much damage to these guys. Let's decimate that group. Lost a couple, that's fine. They lost so many. Ogrins. in close quarters like this. Very good. Very good stuff. We could move you lot in to help chip away at them as well. Doesn't feel like a terrible idea. I'm a little bit worried about what's going to show up on this side, because I'm sure something will at some point. Alright, that'll have to do. That's all they're doing. Lovely. Let's wipe them out. Nope. Not even slightly. Unbelievable. Oh, you shot already. My bad. I was trying to move so they'd be in range. They were already in range. Okay, that should be all of them. More stuff might show up. I really don't know. Alright. Next turn, we might need to have some of these guys rest. I don't think these things attack you or anything. If you stand on them. I don't know. I don't know, though. Okay, let's move you guys. I was hoping to move them into the mountains there, too. That's a pretty good place to shoot at, you know, enemies from. It's very difficult for the enemy to actually have line of sight on them. Okay. Alright, found some war biker mobs. Alright. That's fine. So I'm sure some stuff will come from down here as well. That we've got to be careful of. Right, do I need you all to rest? I think we probably do. I think we probably do. So we've got 4 range. Going for 3 range might be better. Just to get in a little closer. Okay, I can finish them off. And, okay, the Punisher cannon isn't in range from there, so I'll go a little closer. And then, yeah, we'll start trying to mortar them. It's only Gretchen, but... you know, it's still Gretchen. Yeah, that's all fine. Okay. Is that everybody? I think so. Moving on. Can't quite get in there, but we can get close. So I'll give that a go. Yeah, all rest and refit, please. You guys can keep shooting, though. Oh, there's Gretchen got wiped out pretty quickly. Ugh. They sound so put out. Just, ugh. Oh, war in it. Ugh. Not again. Alright. I think... yeah, we'll move these guys up. I think that's a good shout. We should absolutely get more of our Ogrins over here, though. They are quite slow. We should put them in transports. We really should. We really should put them in transports. I'm going to keep them on their own, which might be a terrible idea, but it might be brilliant. More killer cans, and they are attacking. But it looks like we got to attack them first, and they didn't like that much. Oh, a looted sentinel with skulls. With skulls, too. So you know it's good. And, oh, we can do some good damage to the Ripper cannons there. Oh, units report strong point abandoned. Ork forces spotted advancing on their positions. Well. Well then. Well, well, well. We can do some good damage there. Do you want to have a... I was going to say, should we have a sentinel fight? But that doesn't seem... oh, hello. Hi there. They got a big zap gun, which is just a cannon. They're so funny. Look at that. It's just a cannon. It's just wild. Let's move to there and then not be able to destroy the thing I was hoping to shoot at. That's okay. But yeah, I want to shoot at the zap gun. Is what I want to do. And you can't stop me. That's going to really hurt, isn't it? Yeah, that's going to really hurt tanks. So let's just keep out of the way of that one. Okay, good. Got rid of them. Can we have you rest? Thank you. You can... yeah, you start moving up north. Okay. You can shoot them if you like. It seems a little bit pointless. What is your range? 1 to 3. So that's like 1, 2, 3. Is that there? Maybe? Is there a way to display hexes? Because that would be really useful. Alright, so he's also... No, he's range 4. So actually... Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Okay. You've not moved yet. Punisher Cannon doesn't have the best range. Let's just move to there for now. Probably should just rest it, really. That's okay. Yeah, here they come. Okay, a lot of Gretchen. And some buggies that are trying to shoot at our artillery. But not to great effect. So that's not so bad. We could attack that again, but it doesn't look like it's being much of a problem. Okay, we can do some pretty good damage to them. So let's blast those Gretchen. Oh, we can do some great damage to the Ogryns there too. Lovely to see. Alright, let's take them out. Do big damage to them. Big damage to them. Excellent. Alright, this is all going pretty well. Not bad at all. Zap gun? Might be able to kill with the battle cans and las guns. It will shoot them, and these guys are also going to shoot. Are they? Seems like it. The shooter boys with big shooters do have support fire. Which is interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, I'm going to move up with you. And yeah, we're going to shoot the shooty boys. Excellent. That is not that much damage on the zap gun. Your attacking unit has been the subject of enemy support fire. Yep, I know. It's fine. Doesn't bother me. Oh, they can support from like any range, can they? Yeah, I think so. That's really cool. I mean, annoying for us, but like cool broadly. You've all done your thing, huh? You sure have. I was really hoping to get rid of that zap gun. As it turns out, easier said than done. I'll leave you where you are, for now. You guys too. Alright, that'll have to do. We are running out of turns. Ooh, okay, I'm a little worried about our Sentinel, but apparently it's all fine. Thank God for that. Okay, you can do a bunch of damage to the big shooters again. Yeah, let's wipe them out with you. Or not. Great. Great, let's wipe that out. We can kill them. Good. Good. Now let's get you moving up here. Alright, start shooting these Gretchens. Not really your job. That's the one with the plasma cannons as well, isn't it? Yep. Oh, there's a lot going on over here. That's the Vanquisher cannon. Alright, let's blast them. You can go into there. Okay, we found some other enemies here. Fun. Let's move you up. You can finish them off. And then... Okay, yeah, this works. Yeah, that works. And then we'll start shooting the slugger boys. Can you shoot down there? Maybe. Maybe you can. I definitely want to kill as many as I can from here. Oh, you'd already shot anyway, so that was a waste. They've all shot. I think everything's shot. These guys are fine over there. I think maybe we should have brought them up, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be a problem or not. Okay, a lot of damage before they were able to attack there, which is great. So this is the one with the plasma cannons. Okay, they've only got 2 range, so actually... There we go. Suddenly the damage goes up an absolute ton. Odd boys with shooters. That's potentially bad for us. But yeah, let's get rid of that buggy. You need to heal up. We can move these guys in. And we'll start blasting these guys, I suppose. Not much damage, but it'll add up in time. Right, we'll get rid of the slugger boys. Yeah, those Gretchen aren't going to last. Saying that, they did do actually a pretty shocking amount of damage, given the time they had to do it. But I think now we're on the last point, so I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're in a pretty good spot. That's the Punisher with the Punisher cannon. Alright, that's not great, is it? Not great damage. These guys are really entrenched. Alright, everyone can start blasting them, yeah? Okay, great. They can do great work. Alright, let's finish off those Gretchen. And, oh, a little more damage from the Hydra. Not bad. Yeah, you can do a little bit of damage there. Yeah, the Ogrins can get there next turn. So I think that's that then. Start with the artillery. Oh, that's that. Perfect. There we go. Phew. I mean, that took, what, like 13 turns out of 15? A little worrying, but we got through it.
Thank you, Commander. I'll ensure your intelligence is reported to Regimental Command for analysis. Other reports filtering in are not good. The Orks have taken Hive Vulcanus. We don't understand how. The defenses should have held for weeks. Command is currently reviewing the other hives to ensure we don't lose any more. Why has the Emperor abandoned us? Stand by for further mission parameters. In the meantime, you are tasked with bolstering the defense of MIRE.
Finally, Commander, I have a chance to talk to you. I know you have been occupied coordinating the defense of the Hive City, but as the senior member of the Officio Prefectus attached to this unit, I feel it's my duty to make my thoughts known. While other battalions attack the Orks head-on at the behest of Governor von Straub, we sit on our hands waiting for the Xenos filth to strike. Craven acts like this will not read well in my report.
Well, okay. Concentrate on the moral fibre of the men, Commissar. Let me worry about the perceptions of cowardice. Or rushing headlong into the Orks does not prove a lack of cowardice, Commissar. What it does prove is a lack of strategy and a waste of resources. Yeah, let's not try and defend ourselves. Let's just instruct him that he has his job and I have mine. I think that's probably better.
Very well. I will ensure the men stay focused. In return, I expect you to lead us into glorious battle. I note that the communications adjunct you seem so fond of has relayed as a possible Ork sighting. The greenskins are massing close by. I trust you have no objections to a preemptive strike.
Apparently not. So, scenario objective. Capture 4 victory hexes and then await new orders. Okay. Oh, it's this one. I remember this one. Yeah, the terrain here makes it really awkward to take these two. Makes it very awkward. So one thing I do want to do, I want to upgrade all these guys. You're all getting Gorgons, alright? We have loads of cash. Although, do we have that much cash? We've got quite a bit of cash. Get more Ogrins. Need more gunships might be nice. More destroyers. Vanquishers. Okay, what is the difference here? Actually, what is that lightning one? Initiative, reaction speed. It starts shooting earlier. Okay, sure. Okay, so the Vanquisher costs a lot. The Destroyer is a hell of a lot cheaper. Which I find a bit surprising. Oh, okay, so the Laser Destroyer weapon only shoots once. It does more damage, slightly less armor piercing, but only shoots once. So it's still like a nice, good range. And the Heavy Bolters and Storm Bolters aren't present on that one. So the Vanquisher, you are paying for a lot of additional weapons that you might not be using if you're really just going for the range. So a few Destroyers might actually be like a nicer idea if we just want some decent range. But again, we've got a load of cash and, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So we've got the Bombard as well. The Basilisk. Less damage, but it shoots more. Same armor piercing potential. Slightly more expensive. But it does have slightly higher range. So the Basilisk is slightly better range. So that's not a bad idea. I do feel like the Bombard does the job. You know? I mean, this has the Heavy Bolter as well, but like, if we're having to use a Heavy Bolter, then we're doing it wrong, aren't we? So it's a bit of a weird one. So what's the Armageddon pattern? More armor. An Armored Sentinel. Which actually is really cool to see, that we got the normal Sentinel and the Armored Sentinel. You know, before the standard Sentinel kit had the option for both. Because the Armored Sentinel's quite new, right? For the plastic kit. I think. I think so. I think it was the new, like, the Cadia box set, I think, that came with the upgrades for the armored one. I think you could get Armored Sentinels, which was the Armageddon pattern from, like, Forge World and stuff, but I don't think the standard Sentinel kit used to have it, but I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I'm sure someone can correct me. Yeah, maybe just more Ogrins. Ogrins and Gorgons, just something really sturdy. I don't see the point of getting any other infantry, really. I'm sure there's a reason. I'm sure there's a reason to. But not one that I know. Gorgons for everybody. Perfect. What else? Oh, you could get one too, can't you? Let's give you a Gorgon as well. Okay, we have basically no requisition left. I mean, I say that, we got 900, but I mean, that's a Basilisk, basically. So we need to not lose anything, because everything we have is bloody expensive. We can also upgrade the Bombard to a Basilisk if we want. We can do that. We can do that. I mean, that extra shot, I mean, it works out the same amount of damage per shot, but slightly longer range. You know? And then the Heavy Bolter is insurance, I guess. So maybe I go with all Bombards. All Basilisks. A bit of a classic. Yeah, we'll go with all of them. So also we can upgrade you guys as well, can't we? Yeah, we can upgrade a Hydra to something better if we need to, but I like the Hydra. I think the Hydra's fun. I enjoyed using that last time. God, this is going to be really rotten, isn't it? Oh, I know, like, you got to take these points, and then I'm pretty sure the game just goes, oh god, we're so screwed, everybody run. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Like, I'm pretty sure we get completely cut off from the Hive. And yeah, I think we just have to flee at some point, which is why it's good we got vehicles on the LEM now. So, let's get our artillery in the back. Scout in the front. Hydras can be in a position slightly further back. We have some decent range on you. Punisher there. Then I guess Dozer and that one there. And then I think we go with a couple of Ogryn squads, one for each of them. And then we have our other two squads back here for these two. God, I hope that'll do. I'm actually quite tempted to get our Basilisks up here, because if they're up here, they can support anything up here and also down here. Really quite effectively, I think. So that's what we're going to try. I found some baddies. Oh dear. But yeah, I think we're going to have to flee. I think we do have to run away. Oh, hello there. I found some baddies again. Let's start with them, and then we'll finish them off with the Ogrins. And I can move to here and then shoot with the Gorgons weapons here, which is very effective. And I can do some very good damage there as well. That's going to give us some cover. Oh, Christ! That's a Squiggoth! Okay, hi. Hi there, Squiggoth. See what I mean? Things get pretty big in this game. You know, things do escalate. God, with a super lobber. Very fun. Okay, let's move you to here. And you can try and take it out quickly. Alright, we took out the Squiggoth, which is almost sad, really, because it's a Squiggoth. But that was only strength 1 out of lots, potentially. So I think they were giving us an easy time. I think that was the idea. Introduce something like that, and then, you know. Yeah, I'll shoot them too. So that big gun cannon. It's just a cannon. Yeah, that is it's gonna do a fair bit of damage. Not a huge amount, but enough. Enough for me to not like it. I was just thinking, where the hell is our second Ogryn squad? There it is. It's a tank now. Just that's how it do. But it does give them armor, which is nice. I think you can also, yeah, you can just click a button to move them in and out of their transports, which is quite handy. Okay, that's all pretty good. Yeah, if I can grab these two nice and quickly, that would be great. Oh, okay. I mean, that's nice that just ran in and did nothing. I enjoy that. Okay, you can really mess this up. It's fantastic. Yeah, and you can mess them up too. There's something over there. Okay, some more Gretchen that will actually really tear us up somehow. Interesting. Let's weaken them a little then. Or do I want to try and work on this big cannon? I think I want to work on the big cannon. Although, I would like them dead. Alright, let's weaken them a little bit. So our Ogryn squad doesn't take as much DACA. That is the Punisher Cannon. Only 2? Wow. It's all the line of sight blocking stuff over here. Really, gotten in the way. Yeah. Oh, I found some Gretchen. Just a couple. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about, guys. It's all fine, actually. Alright, please wipe them all out. Okay, brilliant. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, let's get you in the Gorgon as well. Start blasting. We should be able to grab this stuff pretty quickly. Maybe. Okay, we can do 4 damage there. You have moved... Okay, I was going to have these two go up here, but now I'm thinking they can support just fine from down here. But, I don't know, maybe not. Let's see where everyone else ends up next turn, shall we? We'll leave them there for now. I'll split them up. I'll split them up. We'll do that. Okay, you can shoot as well, so you can. Not a problem. I think that's everybody. Hope it is. I've actually lost a few Ogryns there, which I'm not happy about. Not happy about that at all. Let's finish them off. I'm going to give you some more strength. I don't want you mucking around like that. We can wipe them out really easily. Now, are we going to get line of sight on anything else? No. Can we take that over? We can. Oh, fun. So you can take points so long as they're not, you know, they're not occupied. Okay. This is a bit tough, isn't it? A bit tough to get around. Okay, now that's nice. Can't quite finish it off. We've got to be able to get it shortly. No, he's got rubbish rain. Okay, I think the Punisher cannon needs to head down that way. I'm going to run over here. Try and get better look. So we might destroy it. We might. It might decide it's dead. Nope. Nope, decide it's still alive. That's fine. Okay. You do have the heavy bolters as well. Oh, they're 3 range as well, though there is drop off, right? Minus 10 accuracy per range. So if I do get in close, I mean they're both range 1, right? So we get nice and close, we'll have the maximum accuracy. Alright, you can get in here and finish them off, no problem. Then I'll stand on top of them. So I can start blasting. Let's get in range of our heavy and storm bolters. We can... yeah, let's move you up. Okay. This is going very well so far. How long that lasts, we will see. Okay, so that guy... we can just finish off there, I think. And then he can move up to grab this. No, he can't. There's a grot bomb launcher. Which is like a rocket on a ladder. Fantastic. Love that. Oh, hi. Hi there. Hello. Hi. Okay. And you can't shoot. For some reason. Why can't you shoot? Did you shoot earlier somehow? And I didn't notice? I have no idea. Well, let's get the Ogryn squad down here. Very worried about that super lobber shooting at us, but I think it'll have to do. Okay, it seems if you guys get intercepted, they then can't shoot, which is a bit of a bummer. Okay, excellent. I can't shoot from there. I was hoping I'd be able to. You can barely touch them. You're out of range of the Punisher cannon. That is annoying. Okay, they will hit us a little, but that's okay. Just wanting to get in nice and close. Alright, so this should kill them, so you should move in, right? Because you've got assault? Apparently not. After exchanging enemy, the assaulting unit will enter the enemy unit's hex to engage in close combat. Oh, so it just means... it doesn't mean you move in when you've dealt with them, it just means you're going to be moving in order to attack them, which I guess matters for some reason. Sure, why not? I don't like that they're going to survive just. That's very annoying. Now, let's finish them with the last guns. So we need to grab that. We can grab that in a minute. We're nearly there. We've almost done it. Almost done what we need to, I think. Okay, let's finish that. Ork forces on the ridge line have been destroyed, but more enemies spotted. We're cut off from the Hive. Scenario objective updated. Move at least 5 Steel Legion units to the far right of the map. Yeah, we need to flee. We need to flee. So you don't even need to take over that stuff. You just need to kill things there and there, and it just ends it, which is weird. We can just leave them, right? But yeah, fine. I'll just leave. Mess up that super squig. Not super squig. Squig with a super lobber. Okay, I don't quite know what to do with you, if I'm honest. Alright, Ogryns, take out that squigger. Absolutely wild. Well done, boys. And then we'll get rid of that guy. And then, yeah, these guys can start retreating. Perfect. Oh, crap, there's probably going to be enemies here too, huh? I probably shouldn't just charge at them. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. And that is somehow still alive, so I guess you can shoot that too. Alright, brilliant. Let's get you out of here. So, since they shot, as they're Ogryns, they can't then get in the transport. That's the one thing that sort of stops them doing. That is a Skullhammer battle fortress. Okay, I can see why we're fleeing now. I don't even know what that is, but it's got a Skullhammer cannon, a cannon, and 6 big shooters. A lot of guns. It's a lot of DACA, as the kids say these days. Oh, it's still their turn. Yeah? Still their turn? There we go, now it's my turn. Oh, and there's just all sorts going on over here. largely penal legion, which isn't great. Not a great sign that that's what they're having to deploy here. But, yeah, that's just... Oh, we can shoot from here too. We can use this. This hive turret is ours, apparently. Which is charming. And it does nothing. Cool. I think it just wanted us to have that so we'd have line of sight over whatever shows up over there. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if we will get cut off over there or not. Like, I don't know if there'll be stuff here that we need to fight through. I can't remember. I just remembered that things show up. Because, like, otherwise we would be, you know, at the hive, defending the hive, rather than fighting in the middle of nowhere, looking at a hive. But yeah, that's all good. This is going horribly. We've been pretty, like, efficient, though, I think. We have been pretty efficient. Yeah, it's all going pretty well. For the orcs, that is. Oh no, they just keep coming, huh? Okay, is that one of ours? No, it's not. Just it won't let me hover over that to tell me what it is. Everyone else I can hover over. This guy I can't. Or him. That's a bit weird. Oh, a bunch of knobs. Rock tanks. Gun track with big zapper. Amazing. Man, orc stuff is so fun. Like, all our stuff is just like, oh, I don't know, what do the Nazis have? That'll do, I guess. Alright, Imperial Guard. Boring. Orcs. Cool. Alright, Imperial Guard are kind of cool. You know, Ogrins. I mean, how can you say no? But, oh, yep, here they are. Cheeky little sods. Alright, let's start blasting. Let's see. Nice. I was hoping we get the artillery involved. That certainly speeds things up. So we only need to get 5 guys in. 5 guys famous for cooking their fries in peanut oil. Delicious. Delicious. And then we can not shoot with that. Oh, these guys are ours now. Again, they keep giving us something. So that is a Death Dread with a kill saw. I did think it was a Death Dread, but I wasn't sure if that was a war boss. In, you know, big old armor. Whatever they call it. Alright, Ork's still going. Oh, he's off. He's off. He's gonna go around the entire hive, just blasting everything along the wall. They're gonna have a great time. Like, genuinely, they're gonna have a wonderful time. Just sweeping across all the completely unprepared penal legions. Gonna have a turn now. It's odd that the turns, it doesn't really do anything to signify whose turn it is. You know? So sometimes you're left, like, wondering, do I get to go? Do I get to have a turn? It takes a while. You know? You don't really get the impression that other people are moving much. Oi! Oi, oi, oi. Oi. Did I say oi? Oi. Oi. Alright, we got rid of him. Good. Move you into here. Well, that's a bit spicy. Hello. Hello. All of the enemies in the world. Yeah, let's get you in there too. And, sure, you can shoot that way. Am I rushing? Yes, I think I probably am. I probably don't need to be going this quickly. You know, I probably didn't need to throw these guys all in like this. I'm actually thinking these guys might be more deadly than this rot tank, actually. Might be worth getting rid of some more of them. We're nearly there. Next turn we can win, because we can just move all these guys into there, and another couple could probably reach. So yeah, I think that'll be it. But are these all going to survive? I'm a little worried that we're going to take some damage here. And of course it has to move the 7,000 enemies over there first. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It would be nice if it could get like a bit of a hitch in its giddy up, you know? Is that a good thing? Does that mean go quicker? Or is a hitch in your giddy up, that means you're slowing down? I don't know, maybe they could do horse-based fast metaphors. Oh, alright. They didn't even want to attack. They got shy, I suppose. Let's get some experience for our boys blowing up tanks. Suits me. Yeah, we can do a lot of damage to these guys. You can't go all the way over there. Move there. Shoot from that side. You guys can reach, so sure. Why not? That's 4, 5, 6. We have plenty of guys in. So we have managed it. We have managed it. You guys have shot already. That's my Punisher cannon. Let's get that involved. Oh wow, wiped him out. Excellent. Let's do a couple of damage to them. Kind of pathetic, actually. Okay, yeah, let's shoot with you. Then you can finish them off. Alright, there's one unit that's going to live, but who cares? Brilliant. That should be a victory. Okay, the Orks get to go first, apparently. Capture 4 victory hex, and then wait for new orders. What? What? Did I actually still need to grab those? Because we got the new orders, and it was to retreat. What? Oh, don't tell me it's balked. It told us to run away. Did I still need to grab these? The little... No, I did win. What? Okay, I hated that. That scared the crap out of me. I genuinely thought we'd have to run all of our guys back, even though you can see on the minimap now, everything was chasing us. Which is terrifying. Christ, thank God. I was going to say thank Sigma. Thank the Emperor. That is scary. Alright, let's see the next cutscene, see the next mission, and then we'll call it a day on this episode. But yeah, you did get a few missions done. It's quite a quick game, isn't it? It's quite a quick game. I'm sure later things will slow down a lot when we really have to think about our moves. But for now, you know, it's a good pace. I enjoy it.
How is your battalion faring, Commander? Unfortunately, I haven't been able to make contact sooner. It's been very hectic here since the loss of Vulcanus, and now HIVE Tempestora has been ravaged too. High Command are in disarray. There's rumors of bribes, incompetence, even treason. Some battalions have been knowingly sacrificed in the withdrawal. This counter-offensive was ill-conceived. I just assumed others above in the chain of command knew that too. Please hold strong, Commander. Deathmire is the only hive left on Armageddon Prime, and even though you have successfully eliminated the mob massing for an attack, the rest of the horde is on their way.
Hive Deathmire is the only hive on Armageddon Prime that still stands. Guardsmen of the Steel Legion, I task you with defending it at all costs, even with your lives. Believe me, I feel your pain. It's not easy being back here on Secundus. I'd much rather be fighting shoulder to shoulder with you, but alas, I must coordinate our defense effort and cannot delegate this important task to any other. So I must ask you to sacrifice your lives, as it will not look good for my administration if we lose the entire continent to the Greenskins. I am a fervent man, so I know the Emperor would agree with my words. Bless all in the coming fight!
Commander, I have important orders. Commissar Yarrick has been sending void ships from Hades with supplies and reinforcements. However, the Orks dominate the sky, and many ships have been lost to enemy fire. But one craft, while shot down, remains largely intact. We have received the call for help from its pilot. Take your force, find the crash site, and enact repairs.
That was a weird screen. All a weird, like, green and blue smudge. I don't know if something didn't render correctly there or something. I have no idea. That was super weird. Control at least 2 crash site flags until the end of the mission. Cool. Scenario hint. Ooh. I love how like I don't know, casual this game is in sort of introducing itself. You know, instead of being like Operation Intel, it's a scenario hint. Here's a hint for playing this level because this is a game. Relax. You know? I think it's kind of fun. So, scenario hint: to determine if a location contains any survivors, move one of your units on top of the victory hex markers. Not all of these locations will contain survivors and generate an ownership marker, so be prepared to inspect more than one location. Ah, okay. So we need to get 2 crash site flags, but it doesn't mean visit 2 crash sites. It might mean many. Are these going to be randomly done? Or are there 2 specific ones that we have to grab? Because that's an interesting... well, okay, so one thing. We're in deployment, and there's a flag there and a flag there, which makes me a little suspicious that maybe the ones with the flags are the ones that we need to get. Just a hunch. So maybe we ignore all of this entirely, and we just push down here first. I do love that we're seeing some of the jungle here, though, now. That's kind of fun. But yeah, okay, we're going to deploy next episode, though. But yeah, things are getting exciting. The Ork invasion is fully underway. We are in Act 1 now, by the way. We finished the tutorial a couple of missions ago. As soon as the Orks show up in that mission, that was the last tutorial mission. And then, like, invasion kicks on, you know? So anyway, guys, if you're enjoying this, please do comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.
Good. The Orks have taken HIVE Volcanus. We don't understand how. The defenses should have held for weeks. Command is currently reviewing the other hives to ensure we don't lose any more.